come on, stay green. Why is the signal not strong? I don't get it. If this drops, I'm gonna be pissed. Hey guys, I'm trying to go live to do this morning's, or this month's, next month's, June's unboxing, right? And so I'm gonna switch the cameras around. Hopefully it doesn't drop in the middle of this stream. I have a feeling I'm just not trusting my internet anymore. It's a pain in the ass. This is your box, this is your deck that won. It's the Accurate AF Tarot by PRISM FLEUR. Now this is a deck that I found on Etsy, which I will link to in the description once I get this all uploaded, barring that it's all in one video. If not, I might just have to shoot this video without it being live and put it up. Hey Mary Clunan, hey Jamie Taylor, hey Ruth Witcher, good morning. So you guys, I'm just doing an unboxing so you guys can watch live with me for the unboxing of this deck. So I'm not going to talk too much, I'm just going to try and get this unboxing done because I have to unbox 2 decks, 1 tarot and 1 oracle to be prepared for June 1st. So let's get this puppy open and get it cracking. So this is the Accurate AF Tarot. It's by PRISM FLEUR. It's an independently produced deck. They have a shop on Etsy.com. Like I said, I will link it in the video description. I thought that these were really beautiful cards. They kind of remind me, and you'll see that oracle deck that I pair it with, you'll understand why I paired the 2. But they sort of remind me of that, oh my god, I'm gonna forget her name. What is her name? Oh my god. Rebecca Campbell deck, Work Your Light, okay? It's all of these pinks and golds, and they're really beautiful. You have this hand. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here because it's overcast today. It might rain today, but there's this golden rose. So I'm going to open this up. Let me see if I can get this box open. Hey, Kelly. Good morning, Mary. So you would message me, Ruth, to get a reading. You would message me at the business page on Facebook, dear. So this is the inside of the box. I love this eye with the clouds. It's very cool. This deck is very minimal, so it's going to be interesting to see what sort of, or at least my take on it was that it was minimal. I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of messages I get from this deck. Let me see here. Is this card not going to come out? There's a card stuck at the bottom of the deck. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So, and then this is what the deck looks like inside the other side of the box. Now, these cards are round, guys. So, this is a little bit interesting for me, too. I've never worked with a completely round deck, and it has this beautiful gold border on the outside. I don't know if you can see that. It looks almost like a spool of ribbon to me. So I'm just going to show you some of these cards as best I can. I feel like this is sort of dark, but hopefully you guys have enough light. So this is the Fool. Wow. And then it gives just a couple of words on each of the, at the bottom, right? I don't know if there's a book to this deck. I'll have to look. There's not one that came in this box, so I might have to look online. They may sell a book separately, but for those of you that might be interested in utilizing this deck, you may want to familiarize yourself, if you're new to tarot, with the meanings of tarot so that you can know sort of what you're working with. Like this is the Magician, which is synchronicity and manifestation. I love that she has this mudra here, this hand power symbol. To me also, the Magician also represents creativity, the aspect of the 4 elements working together. Look at the curtains parting, sort of going onto stage. Like there's a lot of different interpretations. I love the rainbow that's going through here, if you can see that rainbow color. Oh, whoops. She be upside down. Okay, High Priestess. Or she's just the Priestess, not High Priestess. So, and that's the other thing too, with these cards being round, I don't know how you would work with, what's the word, inversions or reverse cards, because, you know, they just kind of would sort of turn over as you're shuffling them, quite frankly, as you're pushing them together. So that's the High Priestess. This is the Empress. I love that she's holding the baby and nursing the baby. This is beautiful. centered and abundant. I love it. Get it? Empress, queen of all queens. Well, not of all queens, but don't let the queens in the suits hear me say that. Ooh, the emperor, he wants sexy mofo. We all want him. So he is wisdom and passion. I like the emperor. Get it? Look at that volcano. Bring that passion, Emperor. The Emperor is not necessarily a card that I would associate with passion, per se. I would associate it with diligence. I would associate it with hard work, not cutting corners. Benevolence would be a good word for the Emperor. To me, the Emperor always keeps sort of like a professional distance, but this Emperor I would like to get close to, if you understand what I mean. Okay. What is this? The Hierophant. Oh, I love that the Hierophant in this deck is a woman. Get it? And she naked. Oh, and look at her little root chakras growing down into the ground and spreading out roots. Do you see that? That's beautiful. Kind of looks like she's peeing a little bit, but I don't think that's what the artist intended. I love that she's emanating out into her aura. We have this symbol. I think this is Isis up here. With the wings. It's kind of blurry, but I believe that's Isis, a depiction of Isis. So this is a very cool deck. The Lovers, which is card number 6 of the deck, which is one of my favorite cards. And I love that they are walking through a door together. Alignment and harmony. Let's harmonize. Harmonize, harmonize. So, are you guys fighting? What is going on here? I'm not. Hi, Tammy. How are you? What's going on, guys? I don't understand. What? I'm kind of confused on what's going on with. People are saying that I'm rude. Oh, I don't have time to get caught up in this, guys. If you guys are gonna start fighting in the chat, I'm gonna have to shut down the chat. I just thought I would include you guys so that you could be a part of this live to see the deck unveiled live. I'm not sure exactly who you're calling rude in the chat, but I can't really get involved in it or acknowledge it because I got to get this done before I lose. I have a busy day ahead of me too. I have 2 decks I need to unbox, so I'm not sure if I've come off as rude, but I'm not meaning to. But I also can't stop and I'm trying to get some stuff done before my internet drops. So this is the Chariot. I love that this is a flying magic carpet. And again, we have this volcano symbolism. Okay, so let me get into some of the other cards here. Let me get into some of the suits. Let's go here. Wow, that's beautiful with the crystal. These are cool. I'm glad I got these. Temperance is beautiful. Usually Temperance has an angel with 2 cups pouring, but this is all pouring into one. Do you love a round deck, Elaine? So do I. I've never really worked with one, so this will be new for me. I'm excited. It's good to see you, Elaine. How are you? All right, so let me get into some of these. So this is the 4 of Cups. We have the champagne flutes. This is beautiful, this deck. Oh my god, I'm excited. I don't know how well it's going to shuffle, the 5 of Cups. Just kind of showing you guys just to give you an idea. And I love that they have these 2 little words here just to kind of give you a brief touching point. And then you can kind of sort of interpret what you want. I do feel like these cards, oh sorry, I'm trying to keep them centered. Hey, God's Gift, how are you? I do kind of feel like these cards are a little bit stark in their design, but I kind of like that because it's going to leave me open to interpretation. It's almost like working with a bunch of grounding stones, right? Because we just have these different words here, like the 7 of Cups, which 7 of Cups is always about like sort of having too many options at the buffet. That's kind of how I view the 7 of Cups and having to make a choice between what's real and what's practical and what's not. And so here we have speculation and opportunity, like there is this opportunity to choose the right thing or maybe possibly the wrong thing. So I love how she's done this card. Aren't they lovely? Cold as fire, I love it. I'm super excited about this deck. So we're going to work with this for the month of June. We're going to work with this, and let me get into some of the other, I don't want to go through the whole deck. The Dawn of Cups, look at her. She is just feeling herself. Curiosity and discovery. I love it. So I'm not sure. Let me see how the Dawn is. Is the Dawn... So we have the Dawn, which I'm assuming is the Page. We have the Spirit of Cups. That's absolutely beautiful. It's almost like the design, like you can see the shimmer on the water. It's incredible. The Spirit of Cups. And then do we have the King and Queen? The Queen of Cups. She's gorgeous. Oh my God, these cards are just like giving it to me. And the King of Cups, who he's always sort of a favorite of mine in a lot of decks. He's always depicted as this handsome sort of... to me, it's funny though, like they say stability, integrity, and stability, and I always see the King of Cups as being emotional and sometimes non-committal. And so, to me, she's saying, no, wait, this dude is stable. I'm like, okay, fierce, let's work with that. And then we've got that sort of, not Horus, Isis tattoo, I believe. Or is that a scarab? I'll have to look a little bit closer, but it's like a winged scarab on his throat chakra. So this guy, to me, what I'm going to say in this deck, this would represent a gentleman. I'm just going to do a little interpretation here, guys. This would represent a gentleman that is clear about his emotions. He knows what he wants. That's the... Oh, let me get my beautiful pointer. He knows what he wants. That's his knowing here, his aura, his halo. He feels like he has pure intentions. That would be the integrity aspect of this card. I love that we have these two cups on either side. There's a romance to that. Like, I feel like if this showed up, girls, ladies, there would be a man that is clearly communicating to you how he feels, or is able to clearly communicate from a place of stability and integrity, and have his emotions, okay? So we like him. He is not just your gay best Judy who's on the dance floor. This man knows how he feels and can communicate. So I like that. All right, so let's see. So this is the Ace of Wands. God, these are beautiful. They do kind of remind me of the Work Your Light deck in a lot of ways. Just the art style, the color scheme. And you'll see the deck that I'm actually going to use this for, coupled with this, the Oracle deck that I'm going to use this month is going to be the Starseed Oracle, which was a gift to me from a viewer. So I'm going to use that, and I'll be unboxing that later today. So this is the Two of Wands. I love the two crystals, independence and achievement. This might throw me off my tarot game a little bit with this deck, just because I feel like what I think some of these meanings are, she has got different interpretations. So this will be fun to explore. That's the Four of Wands, prosperity and harmony. They look like they're having a party. They look like they're dancing in the desert. And I like that there's all this desert imagery for the wands. The Five of Wands. All right, let me get to, I want to look at some of the, ooh. Here we go, the Dawn of Wands. All right, so Dawn, she's like feeling it. Like, we want Dawn at our party because she just likes to take her top off and jump in the water. She is like the girl that would have the lampshade on her head. And then we have the Spirit of Wands. These are beautiful. Oh my God. They are giving me like pastel fantasy realness. I'm loving it. And then we have the Queen of Wands, generosity and tenacity. This is what we call, MJ Cullinane and I, she's a tarot deck creator, wonderful reader. She calls this the Beyonce card, and I love that. Because to me, it's always about, like the Queen of Wands is always about embracing sort of her feminine prowess and her power, right? In that fiery, dynamic, sort of deep spiritual way. So I love this. All right, so let's skip to a couple of others. We have the Three of Swords. Now, this is interesting to me because the Three of Swords is always depicted with that heart with the three swords running through it. This has sorry, am I in this frame, guys? I can't tell because I've got the chat box up. This has the cube here, which could represent as stability. This is upheaval and release. Interesting. Generally, this is like past pain, broken heart, all of that sort of stuff, wounds. Like emotional, mental wounds. Ooh, get it? Four of Swords. Get centered. Solitude and healing. I love that that's following right after the three. Ooh, Five of Swords, resentment and competition. Ooh, they ain't playing. All right, let me go to the court cards. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to, I don't want you guys to see everything. Ooh, the Ten of Swords, karmic lessons only upwards. I love it. There's Miss Donna Swords. She's got Donna Swords. That could be a drag name. But she got her top off again. This time she in the clouds. She having her fun. She's reflecting and being diligent. Get it, Donna Swords. All right. Spirit of Swords, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, the King of Swords is giving me fever. Articulate and intelligent. You know what? I think these might be really good for some twin flame readings too. I feel some serious love, hot passion vibes from these cards. Does that make me a pervert? I'm sorry. I just think that these are beautiful, like, not overtly sexual, but they are very attractive in that way. Like, they speak to that idea of love. Like, I might have to use these in my love readings over on Patreon for the Cupid's love readings. Because these men are just giving me fever. The Ace of Rings. So this would be Pentacles. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know, they're absolutely beautiful. Cold as fire. I'm going to put them in a I'll put the link from Etsy. They took a while to get to me, but the girl was lovely about dealing with me. Think she had a problem with the printer or something. I can't remember. So it took a while for me to get them. And then I've been sitting on them for a while, kind of doing other decks. And now that it's just so happened that the Starseed Oracle was sent to me from a viewer, and so I'm going to couple it with the Starseed Oracle, and we're going to work through the month of June with these soft pastel colors. I feel like this is a good matchup, and everybody voted over on Patreon for this deck. There's the what would be the Four of Pentacles, normally depicted with that man holding all of those pentacles, but this is conservation and practicality. Let's go and see Miss Dawn of Pentacles. There's the Six of Pentacles. Generosity and assistance, completely, totally. That's usually, that's usually depicted with those, you know, sort of beggars and giving, like, help to them. These are gorgeous. They're interesting. They're kind of like a little bit ethereal, and they leave you with a lot of room for interpretation. So let's see Miss Dawn. Oh, Donna Rings, there she is. That's your drag sister, Donna Swords' drag sister, Donna Rings. She's like, come up the mountain with me. Let's see. The Spirit of Rings. Beautiful. So, and then Queen of Rings. And this was the guy that didn't want to come out. This is the King of Rings. He's got a man bun. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's okay. He's still kind of hot. And meditative. Okay. So, let's see, who is this? This is Fortitude? So this might be Strength because of the lions. This must be the Strength card. And it's card number 8, so that would be Strength card. I love it. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so I'm super excited to play with these cards. I'm super excited to see what these cards bring forth. Let's look. Like I said, there's no book with these cards. Or at least I didn't order them with a book. There might be an option to order them with a book with descriptions. I don't know. I maybe wasn't paying attention when I ordered them way back when. But let me see how well I can shuffle them, and I'll pull a card for those of you that are watching right now to just see what's going on. I like how they feel. They kind of have a matte finish. Oh wow, these are kind of hard to... They're a little bit stiff. And I'm not a good side shuffler. Like, you know, how you guys, let me do this. Let me switch cameras really quick. I'm not a good shuffler where, you know, you go like this. Like, I can't do it. It's like, if we were shuffling that way, I would drop everything. So I'm trying to shuffle these. They are a bit stiff. They're on, like, decent quality cardstock. So I think that they would require, there we go. There's a little bit of a shuffle. I didn't get it all the way, though. It's like shuffling with the advice. Alright, that wasn't so bad. It's interesting, though, with these round cards. Alright, so I'm going to flip the cameras really quick and then get the chat box back up. I hope you guys are no longer fighting. I hope I wasn't rude to anyone. Bye, Jamie. Hey, Bobby Joe, how are you? Hey, Bronwyn. Yummy King of Swords. Exactly. With all them tats and stuff. I think these cards will break in nicely, you know, over time. They are a little stiff, though, I will say that. I hear Dinosaurs. That's a cute name, too. Alright, let's see. What do we need to know, those of us that are watching? What do we need to know? You guys, please like and share out the video if you'd like. And let your friends know I am here and signing autographs in the lobby all weekend. I'm just kidding. All right, so yeah, these are a little bit, they're becoming more easy to shuffle. I don't know about inversions though. That's going to be interesting if you want to even invert these because they're round. They sort of roll as you shuffle them. So that could make for a challenge. I guess you could interpret that however you choose. If you choose not to use inversions or because we're really, where is the top of the deck? I don't know. I have no idea. The only top around here is me. I'm kidding, guys. All right. Hey, S.A.O. Ajeta, how are you? Oh, thank you, Cold as Fire. I would love that. YouTube is such a grind. It is hard to get viewers. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. All right, let me see. What do they need to know? What card suits this audience right now? Ah, you guys get the King of Cups. We've got integrity and stability. Okay, so it's funny because this was the only card that I chose to interpret on when we went through the deck. But I'm going to go back through the interpretation here. I feel like this integrity and stability has to do with the emotions, obviously, because it's a Cups card, right? And I feel like he's centered. I feel like there's something that maybe some of you might need to communicate from your heart or from your emotional self. I feel like if you do choose to communicate this, do it from a place of integrity, do it from a place of stability. If you don't believe that you have that integrity and stability, I feel like this card is telling you that you can. If there's fears, worries, anxieties that you're experiencing right now, now would be the time to communicate them. I know that we're in, and actually thinking about it planetarily, I believe we're about ready to go Mercury retrograde. So if anything does need to be communicated, you want to do it soon, very soon. I believe Venus is also in Gemini. And that would also make for really good communication and loving communication. So keeping those things in mind, that this card feels in line with that. I love that he is sort of centered. He is sort of internally within himself. He feels like he has got the focus on him and what he needs, and he's able to express that. Again, I'm going to show you this scarab here over his throat chakra, and it's sort of branching out like over his shoulders. I feel like this gentleman, or we, if we take the energy of this King of Cups, we can communicate our needs, our desires, our worries, our fears in a way that's productive, that can help to bring us to a position of more stability through doing it from a place of integrity. For some of you, I feel like this is a very romantic connection, even though the King of Cups can be a very romantic card, don't get me wrong, for sure romantic leanings with the King of Cups, but these two cups here on either side of him speak to this idea of maybe communicating what's truly in our heart. Now might be the time to do so, and doing it might actually produce some stability for you guys within that more emotional space. For those of you that might be, having a crush on somebody or feeling like you want to express yourself, it's kind of like that. Remember the movie Airplane? Where there was that girl that she was like, I just need to say I don't want to die a virgin. And it reminds me of that. Like if we're like thinking that we're in the world of pandemic nation now, and maybe there's somebody that we like. Maybe now is the time to express those inklings, those leanings. The King of Cups feels to me like he imbues us with the power, the knowledge, and the centeredness to be able to express those in a way that would be productive and might actually produce some really, not even might, I feel like he would produce some really beautiful results. So expression from the heart today, whoever is watching this at whatever time, would be very key for you. And utilizing his energy, calling upon this card or the energy of this card. To me, I'm just going to say this, the King of Cups usually to me is a very emotional card, but he also sometimes is hard to pin down. This King of Cups, though, I feel like he is in it to win it. He is not, the word stability at the bottom of his and integrity makes me feel like he is ready for a commitment, where sometimes with King of Cups, I don't necessarily always feel that commitment, if that makes sense. He feels sometimes like the water energy just feels like he flows along with things and can move from one thing to the next pretty easily. This king feels like, no, I know what I want. He's raising his hand. He's got a little bit of a Mr. Clean vibe. He's ready to come clean your house, do the dishes, take care of you, wash your champagne flutes after he takes a hot bubble bath with you. Whatever your fantasy is, get with it. Express it. All right, you guys. Thank you, Cold as Fire. I love you too. So that is your little card for today. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad the video didn't drop. I will do another unboxing later today for the Oracle deck that I will be pairing with this for the June forecast here that go daily live on YouTube. For those of you that want to subscribe to my Patreon page, you certainly can do so there. The daily forecasts come out a day early over there. There's also other readings that go up over there. I have some other decks coming that I'm going to be utilizing over there. And I will be unboxing them on my YouTube channel too. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon, all right? Have a great day. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you soon. All right, bye-bye. Thank you, Cold as Fire. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much.